Namaskar, Jojolapa, good afternoon. Welcome to grade 9 English class. I am your English teacher, Liladhar Adhikari from Kirtipur Secondary School, Kirtipur. This class is being broadcast through the radio waves of Newa FM 106.6 MHz. Newa FM is the presentation of Anak Media for Nepal Bhasha Academy, and this class is organized by Kirtipur municipality to help you all students in your study at this difficult time caused by COVID-19 pandemic. Dear students, what's been going on? I'm good. Thanks. Last week, I gave you the overall information about your grade 9 English courses and contents and the overall framework of examination and evaluation system. As I told you then, today we are going to enter our course book. From today's lesson, you will get some ideas on 3 course contents. The first one that you will know is what the importance of English is, or why the English language is so popular. The more you know the importance of English, the more interested you will be to learn this language. Secondly, you will get ideas and insight to write on the importance of the English language. Time and again, you have to write an essay or paragraphs on the importance of the English language. Thirdly, you will develop the reading or listening skills with the text. That is the informal letter given in your textbook. Dear students, I am sure you are sitting by a radio with pen and pencil. If you have your textbook, then open it. It is page number 13. That is unit 2. The title says suggesting, advising and persuading. Students, before you go to read the given text, let me make you think something of English. Within a minute, write a single point on why English is so popular all over the world. Or why should we learn English? Can you write a point within a minute? Now, your time starts. Come on, students. Good job, students. You've written a point, however, the points written by different students are not same. Although they are different, all of your points are right to this question. Now, let me write them down. Some of your points are same. I do not repeat the same points while I make the list. Yes, the first point is the English language is an international language. The second one you have mentioned is it is the gateway for employment or job. The third one, you are right. It is the language of diplomacy, knowledge, business, and tourism. Now, the fourth point you have written is English is the most widely used language in national and international media, such as newspapers, radio, TV, and internet. Yes, a nice point. Very high percentage of world publication of books, magazines and newspapers are in English. These are all the sources of knowledge and information, aren't they? The next point you've written down is English helps us to celebrate diversity. That is broad-mindedness. Not only the world but also our society is multicultural and multilingual, isn't it? We have so many languages and we follow different cultures. We celebrate Gai Jatra, for example, the festival of the Newar people, especially in the Kathmandu Valley. Next time, we enjoy taking part in Dhan Nach, the culture of the Limbu community in the eastern Nepal, don't we? Dear students, now we are going to read a personal letter. Are you ready with your textbook? Before you read, let me share some questions for you to answer. After you finish reading the letter, you have to answer the given questions. Students, write down the questions. Question number 1. Who wrote this letter? To whom? Once again, who wrote this letter to whom? What is their relation? What is their relation? Question number 2. Where does Nima live? Where does Nima live? Students, the third question is, mention any 2 pieces of advice made by Nima to improve English of her brother, Lakpa. Once again, mention any 2 pieces of advice made by Nima to improve English of her brother, Lakpa. Students, now it's your time to read the letter silently. Yes, many of you do not have the textbook. So, let me read for you. Please underline or write down the difficult words as I will be reading the letter. Later on, we will discuss the different word meanings. Nima's letter to her brother. This is the title of the text. The Ribody Field, Chester, UK, 21 April 2015. Dear Lakpa, I got your letter yesterday. Thank you for telling me all about our parents and yourself. I am doing well here and thinking of returning home during Losar. I'm excited to know that you want to improve your English. I think you are very conscious about the importance of English as an international language. As you have asked me, I am giving you some suggestions on how you can perform better in the English language, both verbally and in the written form. You should always try to communicate in English with your English teacher and the friends. Listening to radio programs in English could be an interesting way. Why don't you buy a radio for yourself and listen to such programs? For better pronunciation, copying people could be effective. As you listen to any new word, you ought to repeat it. Using an English dictionary is another effective way to learn the language. You had better buy a good English dictionary and use it. You know, my English was not that good when I was in Nepal, but now I feel it's great. I have to speak it all the time. I picked up pronunciation and expressions one by one. How about talking to the foreign tourists who come to visit our area? They will be happy to know about our village and its beauty from a student, and you would benefit with new English words and expressions. I have heard that the education related offices in Nepal have been developing and distributing different audiovisual materials on learning English. If I were you, I would talk to teachers about them too. These materials, I guess, must have been developed considering the average performance level of the Nepalese students. Wouldn't it be better if you got some of them for your practice? Dear students, you can answer the questions that I said for you before you read the first part of the letter, first 3 paragraphs. The first question is, who wrote this letter to whom? What is their relation? Have you answered? You are right. Nima wrote this letter to Lakpa, and they are brother and sister. Question number 2. Where does Nima live? That's it. She lives in the River Field, Chester, in the UK. Question number 3. Mention any 2 pieces of advice made by Nima to improve English of her brother Lakpa. My dear students, your answers may vary here because Nima has suggested 5 different ways to improve Lakpa's English. Number 1, she says, you should always try to communicate in English with your teacher and friends. So, according to Nima, Lakpa should always try to speak in English with his teacher and friends. The second suggestion she made is, why don't you buy a radio for yourself to listen to English programs? Here, Nima suggested her brother Lakpa to buy a radio. Dear students, it was about 15 years ago. Can you guess what Nima would suggest if she were in the UK this time? I know, you can answer. It would be a smartphone. Third suggestions Nima has made, you had better buy a good English dictionary and use it. Dear all, do you use Oxford or Cambridge dictionaries to develop your English? Nima would suggest to use different digital dictionaries and apps on your smartphones if you were her brother or sister now. The fourth suggestion is, how about talking to the foreign tourists? My dear students, most of you talk to them in Kathmandu. They will enjoy talking to you. Don't feel uneasy. They never mind your mistakes if you make any. The fifth suggestion is, if I were you, I would talk to teachers about different audiovisual materials on learning English. Students, can you say what such materials are? You are right, some of them are found on YouTube, Facebook, and entire platforms of internet. My dear students, this is the time for a short commercial break. I'll be back soon. Stay tuned.
Bahasa Sahiत्य व संस्कृतीचा युवा एफ हा कार्यक्रम निलाधकार जिनकारी निलाधियाको गर्व यलाधिकार
Dear class, welcome back again to this English Learning Forum. Now, we are going to read the second part of the letter. You have to find the answer of these two questions on completion of your reading or listening activity. Please write down the questions. Question number 1. Write the importance of English in 2 points. Dear all, try to find the points that are different from your points mentioned previously in the beginning of this class. Question number 2. What will Nima bring her brother when she comes home from the UK? What will Nima bring her brother when she comes home from the UK? That is the gift for her brother. Dear students, you have got some gifts from your relatives, family members and friends, haven't you? On some particular occasions. Dear students, now read the last 2 paragraphs of the letter. It is page number 14. Don't you have a textbook? If so, I will be reading for you. When I read, try to find the answer of the given questions. Going through your letter, Nima says, I can understand that you have a lot of knowledge on the importance of the English language. I'd like to add here that as a lingua franca, English has much more significance than what you have written. You know, people can have better understanding and respect for each other only when they are able to communicate. Since the English language has been serving as an effective tool for communication worldwide, it helps people of different nationalities to understand each other's culture, values, and sentiments. This way, it serves as a powerful means to promote fraternity that results in better relations among individuals, societies, and countries. These attributes definitely contribute to world peace. Hope I have been able to suggest on the ways you could improve your English language. As I come home, I will bring you some audio-visual materials on how the native speakers use English. That's all for now. Looking forward to your next letter. Sincerely yours, Nima. Dear students, have you found the answers to the given questions? Definitely you have. Question number 1. Write the importance of English in Nima's view in 2 points. Yes, you have mentioned. The first point is, it's a lingua franca. Lingua franca, that is a common language of the people in the world. It helps to promote understanding and respect through communication. The second one, it is a powerful means of fraternity. That is, it promotes brotherhood, which is very important to establish world peace and love. Dear students, now let's find some single words in the letter. for the given definition or meaning. Please write them down. It's like a game. Number 1. Write the words or phrases aware or alert or mindful. Can you find the word in the text with this meaning in the letter? Okay, let me give you some hints. It's in the first paragraph, and this word has 9 letters. The word begins with C. That's it. Conscious. Number 2. Togetherness, brotherhood. Can you find a word? Well, these are the hints. The word is located in the second last paragraph. There are altogether 10 letters. It ends with the letter Y. You are absolutely right. Fraternity. The word is fraternity. It means togetherness or brotherhood. Number 3. The meaning is speaking in a spoken form. Try to find this word. The first 4 letters make a word. That means doing words in grammar. That's the clever of you. It's verbally. Okay, spoken form. Dear students, now state whether the given statement sentences are true or false. And if a sentence is false, you have to give the reasons as well. A. Lakpa is planning to visit Nima during Losar. You are right. Actually, Nima, the sister who lives in the UK, is thinking of returning home at Losar. Therefore, it's false. Actually, Lakpa is not planning to visit. Nima is planning to visit. B. Tourists enjoy talking to the students. True or false? Students? You are right. It's true. C. Love, fraternity, and respect for others are some of the qualities of humanity. It's true too. D. According to Nima, her brother Lakpa should not speak his mother tongue. Yes, it's false. Because learning English doesn't mean that you forget your native language. Dear all, do the activities on page 15 and 16 in your textbook and submit them to your teacher. That is the homework for you. And my dear all, well, I see we are out of time. So thanks for being here with us today. Hey, join me next week at 12:30 p.m. with Grade 9 English again with other subjects. Tune in at the same time every day except Saturday. Thank you so much again for tuning in. And thank you, Miss Sarana Maharjan, for your technical support. Dear all, stay safe, stay healthy.